This is the King Island 4-day experience.
We've had a wonderful time.
Yeah, we have.
We have. We were greeted at the airport, and that was like coming into heaven, to have someone welcome us and take care of us, take us back to the unit little house, and we were right then. We knew we'd be looked after.
Yeah, no, it was really good. I sort of felt at home, Yeah, no hustle and bustle. Cars are unlocked, houses are unlocked. It was a really good experience. I saw all the lovely birds. Even saw a robin redbreast today. I think it was a sort of an orange colour, but it was a lovely little robin. Too far for the camera to pick up, but I could see it, so it was good. And there's a lot of other lovely wildlife. I mean, where else are you going to see turkeys wandering around in the paddocks? Yeah, wild turkeys, wild pheasants.
And big flights of black swans.
Oh yes.
Because we've got black swans in Western Australia. We've got black swans in Albany. I have never seen black swans in all my life take off in such great flocks and just fly off.
Oh, that's right. So I've got some lovely photos of these black swans with their black and white wings flying. So, that was quite good. They were grazing on the paddocks, I mean, you usually see them in the waterways and that. Well, we did see them on the water too, but 90% were just grazing on the paddocks, just like cows, They were happy as larks.
And the food was delicious. That's always important on a holiday. If you don't get well fed, it's hard to enjoy yourself. Food was delicious and we had a great time. We were looked after, taken to places and, with a bit of care so that we could manage it. If we'd been 20 years younger, we might have gone to somewhere else, but we could manage what we went to and we loved it. We went to the lighthouse and walked around there to the beaches, saw beautiful beaches, lovely sand beaches.
And Ian showed us the penguins at night, and they were just brilliant.
And that was fabulous. Seeing all these penguins just floating across the top of the water, almost like flying. They obviously weren't because penguins don't fly, but they looked like they were flying across the top of water, coming up, and that was absolutely fabulous.
Yep. And then they go up the cliffs, and then over the road. Yeah, no, it's just great.
So that will stay with us for the rest of our life, to see the penguins. And we have seen penguins elsewhere, but nothing like this. This was absolutely amazing.
And the kelp, the kelp industry, I mean, that's very novel to us.
Yes.
I mean, I've seen kelp before, in the water, but actually hanging them up, harvesting them, it's an industry. And I was very, very impressed.
I haven't seen him. Well, I presume I have seen kelp, but I've never been aware that it's kelp. But I loved seeing kelp. But also we went to and saw where the woman was using the kelp to make things out of, and that is amazing that she's worked this out and she's got a little industry going, and they were gorgeous. And
the museum and all the shipwrecks on the island, and Lucinda showed us around the island, and we can understand why there are so many shipwrecks. I mean, it's a pretty wild, rugged coastline on this island. Mm.
And they have this marvellous museum that gives you such an insight into what the history of the place is. And it's got the map with all the shipwrecks. Now, we've been up the West Australian coast, off the coast of Geraldton with all their wrecks. They're just beginners. But they've got a lot of wrecks there. But this is just humongous, the amount of wrecks that they had around and the lives lost. It was fascinating to read about.
And we had a lovely crayfish, for lunch. That was just superb. It sort of reminds me of the Abrolhos with all the crayfish around there. And the crayfish here was equal to that. It was just brilliant. Yep.